A contemporary home is defined as a home that reflects today's architectural style. However, it's much more than this. It is a home or a style that grows and changes as we do. In today's video, I'm going to show you a home perfectly fit for the modern family, a home where design meets affordability. Now, this is the key. Let's check it out. Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Paul Gutierrez, and if you didn't know that, it's likely one of your first times on this channel. So first and foremost, welcome. My goal on this channel is to bring you the most transparent real estate information so that you can invest in your future. Whether this is your first home or one of many that you're adding to the portfolio, I'm here to show you what the Sunshine State of Florida has to offer. And in today's video, I'm so excited to bring you this opportunity from the city of Ocala. If you're not too familiar with Ocala, we're located in Marion County, pretty much right in the middle of Florida. And that's going to be crucial for plenty of reasons. Number one, we're only an hour and a half away from the metropolitan city of Orlando, best known for the parks and attractions of Disney World, also Orlando Magic, Orlando City Soccer, nightlife, everything you could ask for in a city. We're also an hour and a half away from Tampa, which is best known for being on the West Coast or the Bay. And you're going to have Clearwater Beach, white sand beaches, nice warm water. Plenty of sporting events, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Lightning, championship winning teams, all here in the state of Florida as well. And they're only gonna be an hour and a half away. Now, where we are exactly right now is in Marion Oaks. This is a subdivision of Ocala that is conveniently located and growing incredibly fast. Now, to give you a little bit of perspective within the city of Ocala, we're only 30 minutes away from downtown Ocala, where you're gonna find beautiful, charming little restaurants and shops. You're also going to be 20 minutes away from the multi-million-dollar project, the World Equestrian Center. Of course, Ocala is known as the equestrian capital of the world, and that's going to be pretty much the hub for the equestrian scene. Now, conveniently located just 10 to 15 minutes away, you're gonna have Publix, Winn-Dixie, your gas stations, and Highway 200. That's gonna have a bunch of all sorts of restaurants. You're gonna have Chick-fil-A's, Chipotle's, you're gonna have Cheddar's, Bonefish Grill, everything that you could need for a good time out with the family. Now, the home that we're gonna be checking out is this one right behind me, a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom sitting on 1,525 square feet. Where we are right now is this driveway is gonna fit approximately 4 to 6 cars. You have your private garage right behind me is gonna fit 2 cars. And you have a beautiful front exposure of this home. The curb appeal is absolutely magnificent on this home. You have the stacked stone that's gonna bring you into the home, black light fixtures that are gonna adorn the house throughout. This nice, beautiful curved walkway that's gonna lead you into your front door. You're gonna notice plenty of windows all around, and it's because this home has so much natural light. Now, we step into this entry right here, nice tall 15-foot ceiling right here with a light up above, and you're gonna have 2 doors. This beautiful 4-pane glass insulated door right here is gonna lead you to the inside of the property. And then over on this side, you're gonna have this secondary door right here that is gonna be a nice space for plenty of uses. The first one is you can put all your gardening equipment, muddy boots, anything from yard work you can leave out here so you don't have to pull that grime inside of the house. But also you could, and this is just an idea that I have, if you're an Amazon lover and you wanna make sure all your packages are safe, you can put a keypad on this, and in your Amazon instructions, let them know what the keypad is. All of your packages and stuff get stored securely. So one of the many benefits of this beautiful home that, again, I think fits perfectly for the modern family. So with this all being said, let's check out the inside. Alrighty, welcome inside of this beautiful property. Guys, I'm super excited to get through the tour of this video, show you everything this property has to offer. I'm equally as excited to get to the end where I'm gonna break down all of the financial information that you need to get into a property just like this one. So make sure you stay until the end. As soon as we step in, we're greeted by this nice foyer. We got 9'4" ceilings. To my right, we're gonna have a small linen closet. That's going to be additional to the one outside. So again, whatever use you decide to use on that one, you can have another one on the inside. You have your AC air handler right there on the second door. Then right here to the left of me on the west side of the home, we're going to have 2 bedrooms and our full bathroom that these 2 rooms are going to share. So let's step into the first one. This is a north facing bedroom. This is roughly about 11 by 10 feet here. Perfect space you have here for a full size bed, twin size bed, possibly even a queen size bed, depending on how you lay it out. Beautiful double window that's facing the north side of the property. You're gonna let in a ton of natural light. And I think that that's one of the biggest themes in this house is the amount of natural light that you're gonna see throughout. No fans, however, you do have this light here that is wired to incorporate or have a fan in the bedroom if you wanted to change that out. But the AC is pumping in here, it's nice and cool. Right here to my right, as we exit the room, we're gonna have the closet. It gives us this little hallway, and they used or took advantage of that space to create your closet here. Ample enough space right here. Now, right next door and to the left, we're gonna have our second additional bedroom. This one's roughly about 10 by 10 feet. You have your closet as soon as you step into right behind the door. Beautiful window that's gonna let in a ton of natural light. This room is smaller. This would be more of a nursery room or an office space. And again, this is why I think that this home is truly contemporary and it's perfect for the modern family, because a lot of us are working from home, have a home office. This is a perfect space for that. It doesn't take too much space throughout the other side of the home, but it gives you ample space for a nice office space. If you have a young family, a nursery room, this is perfect space for that. Then as we step out, we have the bathroom that these 2 bedrooms are gonna share. Quartz countertop. Very nice design. A beautiful touch that I like in this bathroom, in all the bathrooms of this property, is gonna be you have tile from floor all the way up to the top. It's a small detail, but it's usually only found in luxury homes that they'll tile it all the way to the top. Usually you'll see tub fitters, which are like these kind of plastic fittings that are pushed in there, or they'll tile it up to a certain extent. But the full tile floor to ceiling is a luxury touch that I personally think is beautiful. So that sums up the west wing of this home here. Now, as we step out, we're back by the front door, and we step into our open concept living room area. This area just feels nice. It's an open concept, but every space has its kind of its own little section, and you can feel it. You know exactly what every area is meant for. So right now we're in the living room area. Nice big wall over there where you can set up your 100-inch screen TV, or what I've been seeing a lot of is a lot of people, especially during like football season, they'll have like 4 screens set up side by side to watch all the games at one time. I don't know how you're watching all of them, but fellas, if you're out there and you want one of those setups, this wall right here is gonna give you ample enough space to put 4 TVs up there if you wanted to and watch every sport at the same time, if that's what you're into. Now we step over here into the kitchen area. Massive island over here with your 2 hanging pendant light fixtures. Beautiful quartz countertops throughout the entirety of the kitchen. 42-inch shaker cabinets with the soft close. You have your crown molding. This home is not 100% done, so you can see some of the crown molding is still being finished, but it is beautiful. You have all of your appliances included, your microwave, your dishwasher, oven, range, and your Samsung fridge. All of them are Samsung appliances, upgraded appliances, which are really nice. I personally am a fan of Samsung appliances. Some people don't like them. I think they look nice, and they do come with a warranty, which is nice. Over in this area, you have your kind of breakfast or coffee nook is what most people call it. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of insight into what my mornings look like. So I'm a huge fan of coffee. My family, we're huge fans of coffee, and we like espressos, but we put the shot in some milk and get it nice and foamy. My girlfriend likes iced coffee, so it's always iced. And I'm gonna give you guys a tip that's gonna change your coffee game forever. It's a little bit of free advertising, but I don't care because I love it. Chobani dairy-free creamer. They have vanilla, they have a sweet and creamy, they have caramel. The best creamer you'll ever have. It's non-dairy, so if you're lactose intolerant, you don't like to, if you're vegan, it's vegan friendly, but it is so freaking good. A little bit of cinnamon on top. That's what my morning looks like, and I highly recommend you guys try it out. Chobani dairy-free creamer. All right, enough of the free advertisement. Now, as we step Over into this area, we're into the laundry area over here. Washer, dryer hookups are already available. Personally, what I would do in this area is on this wall that we have right here, I would install a barn door right there to give a bit of separation from the kitchen into this area. Also to kind of cancel out a little bit of the noise, but keeping that kind of contemporary modern style. Nice barn door sliding. Then we step over into the pantry, an open concept pantry, not something that we see often, but so much space. A lot of my clients tell me all the time that pantry space is absolutely crucial to them. And a lot of times we don't get a lot of pantry space, bunch of cabinetry space, not as much pantry space here. We have an exceeding amount of pantry space right here. Plenty of racks. You got to keep it organized because it's open again. But another thing that I would do is install a barn door right here to keep that kind of out of sight, out of mind if you don't have everything super duper organized. But again, for the modern family, we're used to buying with Costco, Sam's Club, things like that, which you're gonna have nearby this house. You are gonna be likely buying some things in bulk to save some money. And this allows ample enough space for you to be able to do that freely, and you don't have to worry about where you're gonna store all your things. Right behind this door, we're gonna have our 2-car garage. Nothing too crazy, nothing too spectacular about this. Nice big 2-car garage. Definitely ample enough space for 2 cars. You have your water heater recessed back there, so it's not taking up any of your parking space. Your electrical unit over on this side. You got a termite bond on this house as well. 10-year warranty on the home coming from the builder. You have your garage door opener. That'll save you about $500-600, which is nice. Already installed, move-in ready on that end. So as we close out on this side, if we continue on over this way, we have our dining room area, right? Ample enough space for a 6-8 person table over on this side. Beautiful double window over on this side, letting in a bunch of natural light. And if you just look out this window, the amount of trees and nature that's back there, I think is beautiful. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that might get built. It's more than likely that there will be a home there. I'm not sure if that's a green belt or a tract where they're not letting people build, but my guess is you probably will have neighbors back there in the future, but you can set up a fence. And for now, it's a beautiful sight to look out, see the oak trees back there, I think is really, really nice. And this is an ample space. It's still connected to your kitchen, that open concept feel, but just a little bit tucked off in a corner to give it its own privacy. Double door sliding doors right here. We'll check that out in a second, but we step into the master bedroom, roughly about 15 by 15 feet. 2 big windows gonna let in a bunch of natural light. You can put your bed facing this way right here in between the 2 windows. You can put it right here in between the 2 outlets facing that way, connect your TV, however you wanted to do it. There's ample enough space for a king size bed, a dresser, and 2 nightstands in here. On this side, you have your walk-in closet. I do personally wish this was just a tad bit bigger, just because I know personally in my life, I'm gonna be left with about that much space right there. So if this was a little bit bigger, have a little bit more closet space. But fellas, I'm sure you know what I mean. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but there is ample enough space, at least for your lady, so she'll be happy. Then we step over into the bathroom, double vanity. Again, quartz countertops, same cabinetry that we saw in the kitchen and the other bathroom. Here we have this sliding glass that's gonna bring you into your standing shower. Nice tile, again, floor to ceiling, nice luxury touch. Minimalist black sliding kind of accents here for the shower. And you have this window that's gonna let in a bunch of natural light. A lot of homes nowadays are not coming with windows in your bathroom. I think it's very, very nice to wake up without the harsh lights and just get the actual natural sunlight to bring in that natural light throughout the morning time. It's a nice and easy way to wake up. And this is a frosted window, so you don't have to worry about peeping toms, right? Now, as we exit this area, we're going to step into our nice big back covered lanai. These sliding doors are really, really big. About 8 feet tall there. But you have a nice covered lanai here. Good news is it's already covered. You have electrical outlets right here. You could set up a nice summer kitchen over here with your grill, get everything all settled. And it's already covered. You could extend it if you wanted to. You have the termite bonds throughout the entirety of the property. And then we have our nice backyard. We're sitting on almost 1/4 of an acre, 0.24 acres, like we said in the beginning. And there's plenty of space back here. You could build a pool if you wanted to, trampoline, koi ponds, whatever you wanted to do. You have ample enough space. And as you can see, we're walking downslope, which is a good thing. We're in a flood zone X regardless, but it just lets you know that all the water around when it rains is gonna automatically slope down gonna go away from your property, so you don't have to worry about any flooding, absolutely anything. But a cool thing that I think would be nice in areas that are like this would be what is something pretty new, pretty modern, is a recessed fire pit. So this kind of lends itself to that, where you can set up a barrier, a wall right over on this side, and then have a fire pit back here that's recessed. So it's kind of like you're in the ground, you have the fire pit going. Beautiful. That's a dream that I have to have. That's something that I really want to have in my future home. So I think this type of lot really lends itself to something like that. With this all being said, I hope you've enjoyed the tour thus far. Let's hop into some of these numbers. Let's go. So let's continue on and get into these financing details. Guys, I want to go ahead and start off by summarizing what we took a look at. I know you just finished walking with me through the tour, but to summarize again, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms sitting on 1,525 square feet, 0.24 acre lot in Ocala, 2-car garage, beautiful, modern, contemporary home. I absolutely love this property, the style, the layout. I think it is a perfect starter home, perfect young family home, a perfect investment home as well. It's appealing to the eyes, very easy to rent. But let's get into some more information here with the financing. First and foremost, the most important part is the price. Everybody wants to know, how much does this house cost? Well, guys, I'm happy to tell you that it is only $295,000. I know in other areas of Florida, like Orlando, Miami, California, all these other places, in other states, this house would easily be $500,000, if not more, depending on where it is, especially with a lot this size. So I think that considering the finishes, the quartz, the no carpet, the luxury vinyl plank, the quartz throughout the entirety of the property, the kitchen, everything, all the appliances included, this is a spectacular price. And there's even better information that I have for you. So let's hop into all of this information here. So first and foremost, let's talk a little bit about closing costs. Closing costs are associated with any transaction, any real estate transaction, that whether you are looking to buy or sell, you will have closing costs. It's the cost of doing business, using a title company to do a lien search, a title search, make sure that the property is clean and clear and you get it problem free, right? Now, we estimate closing costs on the property to be about 3% of the purchase price. So in a case like this one of $295,000, we estimate it's gonna be about $8,850 in closing costs. But I have amazing news for you guys. This builder is offering us, you see it there, $10,000 towards your closing costs. This is a buyer incentive that the seller or the builder is offering you. If you purchase this home, no matter what type of financing, who you come with, whether you're buying cash or you come with an independent lender, a large lender, whoever it is, they will give you $10,000 as an incentive for you to purchase this property, which goes a long way considering your closing costs are only $8,850. You can pretty much cancel that out because their builder is taking care of it, closing costs on the house. So if you were looking to make a cash purchase on this, we typically look at the purchase price plus your closing costs. So the purchase price of $295 plus the $8,850 would put us at about $303,000 and some change. But when you subtract the $10,000 that they're giving you as an incentive, you would be coming to the closing table with roughly $293,850. Magnificent price if you were looking to purchase a property in cash. With an FHA loan, you put down 3.5%, and they allow you to receive up to 3% of the price of the home in incentives or from a contribution from a seller, right? So what that means is that you can kiss closing costs goodbye, and you are purchasing this property with only your down payment of $10,325. Remarkable for a home like this to be able to get into this home with only $10,000 is astounding, especially for a primary home buyer like what an FHA is. This is your one primary home. First-time home buyers, primary home buyers, or if you have another primary home over 100 miles away from this one in particular, you can purchase with an FHA loan. Now, with conventional loans, it gets to be a little different, right? With FHA, they allow you to receive 6% in closing costs, so you will have some money left over and you can attribute that towards your discount points, meaning you can buy down your interest rate and make that monthly payment even more easily accessible for you. Now with conventional loans can be a little bit more tricky because they have a little bit of restrictions on what you can receive from a seller as an incentive. So let's take a look at the 3 main types of conventional loans. So the first one is gonna be a primary loan. That one's gonna allow you to purchase a home with 5% down. Now this does have a limit of 3%. So you will only be able to receive 3% of the purchase price towards the purchase of your home as a seller concession. What this means is that you won't have any money money left over for buying down your discount points. However, still, you will get your closing costs completely taken care of. You do not have to worry about closing costs at all. So you can purchase this home with $14,750. Now with a 10% down, this is typically for a secondary home, a vacation home, just a second home in general. This one will allow you to receive up to 6% down. So your closing costs again will be paid off. Your down payment will be $29,500 there, putting 10% down, and you will be able to attribute some of that money towards buying discount points, getting a lower interest rate, right? Now, with a 20% down conventional, this is typically an investment loan, meaning that you don't have to occupy the property at all. With the other loans that we've been talking about up to now, you have to occupy the property to some extent. With this 20% down, you do not have to occupy the property at all. They'll require a 20% down payment. That's $59,000. However, they only allow you to receive $2% of the purchase price in seller concessions with this investment loan, which means that you would have a balance left over on your closing costs, a balance of $2,950. So you'd be looking at roughly about $61,950 cash to close, which is still an incredible deal because they're still taking care of the majority of your closing costs. Big deal here on this one. Now, with investment or hard money private loans, right? These work a little bit differently. They're mainly meant for projects like fix and flips, something along those lines that needs rehab is the term for it, but renovations is essentially what I'm getting at here. These will require typically about 20%. I'm using a scenario in which you have no relationship with the lender. This may be your first deal. So these loans are short-term loans, usually about 12 months long, and they're meant for investment purposes, like you're gonna buy a home, renovate it, leave it. However, you can use this to get into a property and then later refinance it. It is a strategy that some people may use depending on where they are at financially. These will again require a 20% down payment, just like the conventional that we just looked at. So it's about $59,000. There's gonna be a charge of 3% of the loan. That's going to be called points. It's pretty much the cost of doing business with a private lender. It's additional to your closing costs. So $236,000 would be your loan amount because we are taking the full price of the home and subtracting your down payment. There is no rehab, no estimated rehab, no fixes that need to be made on this property. So you won't add anything plus zero. So your total loan amount is going to be $236,000. Now, if we take 3% of that, that's going to give us $7,080. So that would be the points, the cost of doing business with a hard money lender. Right now, the zero here is because in this scenario, there is no limit to what you can receive in closing costs. So they will cover the entirety of your closing costs, no closing costs. Then the $59,000, that is your down payment here. You can purchase this property with a hard money loan coming to the table with about $73,160. I personally don't recommend this strategy of purchasing the home for something like this, especially if it's your primary home. Now, let's take a look at some additional costs here. Two things that are attributed or come with a property, any property you purchase, is going to be taxes and insurance on the property. Taxes in Ocala at the moment are approximately 1% of the price of the home, the value of the home. The first year that you own a new construction property, you will only pay taxes on the land value. So in something like this, it'll maybe be like $500 or so, $550 that you'll pay your first year. However, in your second year, you will pay taxes on the value of the home, the value that you purchased it at. Considering that it's approximately 1% just on the high end, you're going to be paying roughly about $3,000 in taxes, which is a lot lower than many other places in the state and the nation. And this is before you homestead. In Florida, you can homestead a property, meaning they will deduct $50,000 of taxable value of the home, which would drop this down quite a bit. Now, as far as insurance is concerned, we are in the center of Florida. You're not gonna be too affected by hurricanes. You're not near the coast. You're in a flood zone X. There's absolutely no flooding, so you don't need flood insurance. You don't need nothing. Insurance on the past few homes that I've been able to sell in Ocala has been roughly about $65 a month, which ends up being about $780 a year. If you're coming from South Florida, from anywhere in the coast, from California, anywhere near water, or just other areas that have higher insurance premiums, this I'm sure is a relief. This is something, this is a beautiful sight to see just $780 per year. Somewhere in the coast, I know a property like this would get insured for anywhere around $5,000 to $7,000 in insurance alone. So that is something, another huge benefit of purchasing in Ocala. Lowered insurance, lowered taxes, and of course, this beautiful purchase price of $295,000, guys. I hope you have Getting all the information that you need right here to what it looks like just on a rough basis, rough around the edges basis, what the financials look like to purchase a property. However, if you want more direct, more specific information with your particular situation, my team and I would absolutely love to help you get into a property just like this. So make sure you reach out. We are more than happy to help you anywhere in the state of Florida. We have plenty of options for you guys. Now, I want to get into a little bit of a special message for you guys. It's just something that's on my heart and I wanted to share with you guys. It seems like every day there's something new coming out in the news. There's a lot of turmoil, a lot of things going on. Talks about a war, talks about this, about that, the economy, interest rates, everything going up, going down. And I'm sure we all, I know we all have our own issues and our own problems that we face on a day-to-day basis. And that's what life is. If we're being honest, life is just a series of storms, and you're either going through one, getting out of one, or heading into the next one. And it's just about weathering that storm. That's really what it's all about. But a verse that has been on my mind recently comes from the book of Psalms. It's Psalms chapter 46, verse 1. And it says, God is our refuge and our strength and ever-present help in trouble. I just want to let you guys know and encourage you that you have a God that is always present, especially in times when you need him. He always has his eye on you. He's there to help you. If you call on him, if you believe with your whole heart, he's there to help you. You are never alone. No matter what you are going through, it may feel like the whole world is caving in on you. I want you to know that there is a presence greater than this earth, greater than this world, that is there to make sure that you can withstand any storm. If you just call on him, lean on him, he'll weather the storm. He'll calm the seas. He'll stop the winds, and you'll be good to go. So just lean on him, and I promise you, everything will be okay, guys. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is John Paul Gutierrez. I would love to help you acquire your next property, or just have a conversation with you on how you can get there. So if there's anything that we can do for you, please feel free to reach out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.